Mendeecees Harris has always lived a life filled with ups and downs, from his childhood struggles to becoming a familiar face on reality television. But nothing could have prepared fans for what they witnessed in the leaked footage that surfaced online. It was a shocking moment, caught on camera, where Mendeecees was seen in a heated and physical altercation with his own son, Omar. What started as a disagreement over a phone quickly turned into something much deeper and darker. The footage showed Mendeecees reaching for Omar's phone in a rage, and within seconds, what appeared to be a typical parent-child argument exploded into a full-blown physical clash. The video was raw, emotional, and disturbing for many who watched. It wasn't edited for TV or dramatized for ratings. It was real, unfiltered, and full of tension. The internet erupted. Social media split into two camps. Some defended Mendeecees, saying every parent loses their temper sometimes, and others accused him of going too far, crossing a line that should never be crossed between a father and son. The debate was loud, with people shouting over one another about whether it was a moment of weakness or a sign of something deeper and more serious. But beyond the arguments online, there was a family at the center of this storm, one trying to hold it together while the world watched. For those who know Mendeecees' story, this wasn't just a single mistake. His past is full of painful chapters. He's faced legal troubles, emotional battles, and constant pressure from fame. He has always carried the weight of trying to do better while being judged by people who don't know what it's like to live in his shoes. But no matter what he has faced, this moment with his son might be the most damaging yet. It wasn't just a mistake. It was a reflection of years, of pressure building up and finally exploding. The leaked video showed a man not just losing control, but breaking under the strain of everything he's been carrying for years. The fight with Omar wasn't staged. It wasn't for ratings, and that's why people were so shocked. It showed something very real, a father struggling to communicate with his son, letting his emotions take over in a moment of anger. Omar, like many teenagers, was glued to his phone, and Mendeecees, likely feeling ignored or disrespected, tried to step in. But the way he did it wasn't right, and the result was painful to watch. It was a heartbreaking moment between a father and his child, and the whole world saw it unfold. Yandy, Mendeecees' wife, was caught in the middle of it all. She rushed to defuse the situation, but the damage had already been done. The video went viral, and suddenly their private family argument became public property. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone wanted to judge. But no one really knew what had been going on behind closed doors. Rumors began to spread that Mendeecees had been under emotional stress for months. Some said financial pressure was eating at him. Others claimed he felt abandoned by those closest to him. There were whispers of depression, anxiety, and guilt from his past mistakes. Fans who once supported him began to question his parenting. Was this just one bad day, or was it part of a larger pattern? And how was Omar dealing with it all? Imagine being a teenager and seeing yourself go viral for something so painful. Omar didn't choose fame, but because of his father's actions, he was thrown into the spotlight. His emotional well-being became the subject of gossip, and people started questioning if he was safe, if he was okay, and how deeply this incident had affected him. Meanwhile, legal experts started weighing in. They warned that if Omar wanted to press charges, this could become a real legal issue. It wasn't just about online drama anymore. It could turn into a court case. But that all depends on what happens next. Whether the family can come together, talk through the pain, and try to heal, or if this moment is the start of something much more serious. At the same time, questions started swirling about who leaked the video